Hello guys, welcome to tonight's stream. So, tonight we're going to be doing some last minute tyrannical push before reset. Tomorrow we're going back to fortified keys. I've been doing some off-stream stuff, mostly not my key because you can see that my key is now a 13 Algatar Academy. We've not had good luck doing our own key. But we did have some luck with bugs. We're almost done with every key at 16 level. We're only missing Uldaman, which is one of the harder keys in Tyrannical Weeks because there's so many bosses in that place. There's so many places where there's mistakes, but we don't even get to see the bosses because I've been having a problem where I join a group, the tank just does a huge pull. He pulls everything up to the basilisk before the dwarf room, and we just wipe. Literally, we just wipe all the time there. And I've been having that problem with the tanks like consistently. So they do this pull, which you might say, okay, that's a pretty standard pull. This first one pull, it is extremely hard to set up because you have there's 3 geomancers in this pull. Actually, yeah, there's 3 geomancers. We got the basilisks. We got a lot of mobs that also don't like to move, like this berserker. Sometimes he just stands in blood. It's pretty rough to set up this pull correctly and do all the kicks necessary so it works. I don't know why Demon Hunters are doing that. Like Demon Hunter tanks are doing this huge pull. It's always killing groups, and I kind of hate it. But what can we do? We just have to do what the tank says normally. I try to say something sometimes at the start of keys. I try to tell them maybe we can just do the old, up to basilisks, up to these basilisks, and just chill and keep going that way, because that used to work before. When I was doing 15s and stuff, you could do that pull and it would just work fine. But hey, what can we do? Hey Ziman, I'm gonna try to get some 16s first, get some 16s done. I've seen that today there was more keys like available. Actually, it kind of died down a bit now, but there was a lot of keys available. So I'm gonna try to get into some of these pugs. Even if I don't get some score from them, I think I'm gonna use one for Warmup. But thanks for the offer, man. Okay, so yeah, that's my experience on Uldaman. It's been rough. Most of the runs die here on this first pull. We don't even get to see Brawl March. Oh man. Anyways, let's try it. Let's go into the pugs. We might try to use some 17s. The only 17 I've done is Ruby Life Pool, so sadly we can't join that. We can join this, but they already have a red pally, and it's actually the leader is a red pally, so I don't think they're gonna pick us. We already have knocked on 16 twice. Algatar, this is an 18. That's a rough one. I don't know what classes can actually survive the bird. Normally you do 4 stacks and on the bird, but I don't think many classes can do that. And there's a 16 Azure Vaults. We already have 2 16. So what are we missing on 16 in Tyrannical? So it's only Blackroot Hold. No, Blackroot Hold, what you call it? Broken, the null place. What's the name of that place? Brackenhide Hollow. Brackenhide Hollow and Uldaman is the only things that we're missing. Full 16s on Tyrannical. Like 5 minutes before I started the stream, the list had like 13 keys here. They probably filled up pretty fast. Now we just gotta wait for the pugs to reappear. Anyways, let's talk about the builds that we're going to be using. I'm working on a video. Oh, just a second. Oh, how many keys you gotta do? The thing is, like, at the moment, it's kind of rough to get into keys, because if you kind of fell behind in IO score, you're going to have to rely on your own key to get invited, to actually play the game, which is sometimes really hard to do because you're limited to only one option, that's your own key. Sometimes you upgrade it and you get something that you already done, so it's very limiting. Last season that kind of happened to me. I really wanted to push, but I kind of fell behind. I didn't play like 1 week. I think I didn't play 2 weeks, so I felt super far behind. I tried to push my own key, but I always had that limitation of not being able to join the pug keys, and that was the crippling factor. So yeah, you probably have to play a lot, man, and you got a bit like lucky with RNG on your own key to get more score. As for my next bullion buy, I'm really don't know. You know, I already like these trinkets. I could get the anvil, but I actually haven't seen too much of a difference between a red with anvil and with my build. You know, mostly because I played with some of them. Like off stream and all those things. I tried some other like lowish keys, like 15s and stuff, and they consistently seem to be getting like 4.5% value on the anvil at the end of a key, and 4.5% is the equivalent of the amount of like critical strike value that you get from Whispering Incarnate Icon. So why do I even bother with a trinket that gives me the same value as my Whispering Icon in stats that I have to manage so much, you know? So yeah, that was my first thought. Maybe I buy anvil, but I'm happy with my trinkets. I was thinking on buying this thing, by the way, with the bullion, the rumbling ruby at mythic item level. It is pretty consistent. It also gives you nice what you call it, not single target, but you get some priority damage with the when you get to 10 stacks, and you get like a bunch of like passive damage with the concussive force. You get like 370 attack power, which is basically 370 more strength just passively happening. Also, the 3 attacks of this thing are fully uncapped AoE, so it's pretty good for some big pulls. I was thinking of getting this, or maybe I just get my Diurna, my filial duty, you know. I only have the mythic, the heroic version, which is still mythic. But it's pretty niche, so I don't really know what I'm gonna get with my with my next bullion. But it's really strong on the Rumbling Ruby, and I'm gonna use it on weeks where it's kind of dangerous to use Call to Chaos, because I have gotten into some situations where it almost killed me, or I actually died. That 5% damage reduction with damage increase did have some impact in those places. Really, Rumbling is actually pretty good. It does not, for me, it used to do like 3% of my damage overall at the end, but you have to consider that it also gives you a main stat in the form of the concussive force, and I'm gonna say that's going to give you like 1.5 extra damage. So at the end, it's giving you like 4.5% of value, which is, it's good for a trinket. That's basically what Anvil is giving for most people consistently, and it's almost the same as the value as like raw stats from Incarnate Icon is giving me. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I could consider buying. There's I wanted also to get the cape, you know, the cape from the vendor, but like dropping like almost 70k stamina is a bit dodgy. Survivability is always like something you have to consider. Yes, it gives me like 1.2% more damage to get the cape, but at the cost of like a lot of health. And I'm also like already taking a risk with Call to Chaos. It's an incredible trinket, but it is a bit risky sometimes. So I don't know my next bullion buy. I'm considering a lot of stuff. Okay, let's go back to the queue. Let's see if there's more keys. We're up to the mercy of the pugs tonight because my key is trash. It's a 13 Algatar. No luck with that. There's a knock good we can do for some testing. Knocked is one of the keys that's kind of annoying on Sanguini. Those first packs are rough because they don't like to move, the archers. Maybe we join the Salgatar 18? Let's see. You never know. Oh yeah, I forgot my Call to Chaos has Leech. So yeah, that's pretty good. If it was Avoidance, I would never like drop it. I just got lucky, man. I just went to a raid, did it, and got the Call to Chaos with Leech. That Leech is actually covering for some of the... If it had Avoidance, it will basically cover for itself. You know? 380% avoidance. 380 avoidance is like 4.5 damage reduction, so it literally would cover for itself. It was that. Leech kind of does the job, but it's mostly recovery, not prevention. And prevention is always better. Yeah, I also agree. Cape is not worth losing so many stats. I had the same problem in BFA. I remember when corruptions were a thing, I didn't want to go over 40. I just always were like at 39. And I recommended a lot of people never go over 40 because after you went 40 over corruptions, you got the thing that from beyond that run to you and just did a ton of damage and just sometimes killed you. I never thought it was worth to go over that. So most of my builds were pretty safe but consistent. And I talk about a lot of that, you know, consistency in keys. I like my damage to be always the same at the end, you know. I don't want stuff to let's see, this is the last this is a 16 Neltharion that I did. My damage is super consistent, you know. Divine Storm normally is between 23-24%. Blade of Justice, for me at least, it's almost always 10%. Like it's 9.8, it's super close. Expurgation was good. Mark of Fear led, and that place has a lot more value than others because you can use it at damage phases and bosses. So yeah, it got a lot of value there. Normally it's a bit lower. I think it's like 7%. This is a small exception. Wake of Ashes, I used uncapped Wake of Ashes for this one because the tank was gonna do big pulls with chains. So Wake of Ashes uncapped is a bit better than Wake of Ashes with Seething Flames, if you know the tank is going to do big pulls. So I took that. Seething Flames also got huge value, like 5.3% is massive for that. Yeah, most of my damage is super consistent and repeats itself on most keys, and that's what I tell a lot of people what I want on my damage distribution. That's why I'm against, like, well, yeah, I'm kind of against trinkets like Anvil and like Ashes of Embers. Yes, they sim incredibly, but it's a sim. That's the problem. Sometimes things don't happen the way you want it to. Well, with stats never lie. That's one thing I say. Stats never lie. They just do their thing. Next week, the affix are on reset. Let me check. So we're here. Storming, Bursting, Fortify. So it's a Premier push week. We should be able to just not kill ourselves with Bursting. Although we do have a lot of dot damage, and we also play with Shadow Priest sometimes. Well, most of the times, you know, they're like the meta class. So there's a lot of dot damage can be a bit messy with Bursting next week. But yeah, next week is hard on push. I'm thinking next week I can probably do most of my keys on 17. Well, at least that's the plan. I would really love to get this Uldaman 16 done because Uldaman 17 is going to be very rough next week. Even a 16. Like, Uldaman is kind of a bad key, like generally. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Man, there's not a single Uldaman or Brackenhide. Odds of Infusion. Do we need that? No. You could do one for the lols, I guess. I just don't want to do my key. It's an Algothar 13. I would have to like do it twice, so I upgrade. Like let's be generous and let's say we two chests at 13 without 15. We still have to do that 15 to get a 16, and not guaranteed to get a one that we actually need. Crit is a bit more consistent than you think because critical strike, you also have to consider we have wings. So when I have wings and the crit value on myself, I like almost 60% critical strike is very, very consistent. Also, most of my other stats are like running into diminishing returns already. Like the only stats that have some space is crit. Mastery I'm not accounting because I use the Earthen Writ. A lot of people use Wafting Writ, but for me at least it's not very good because when I get Rune, my haste goes up to like diminishing return values, and I also have legs. So my legs are also going to diminishing return value. So if I ever get like legs plus my wafting proc, if I use that, then it's gonna get super DR'd. At that point, it's better to run other things, you know, like Earth and Red gives me mastery, and it kind of fills this like mastery bar up to almost passing the diminishing returns, but I lose less stats. So yeah, that's at least what simulation tells me. A lot of my stuff is like hardened to DR. White End. So as I said before, like the problem is getting invites. Mostly it's like getting into the keys you want to get. You can get score from, and you have to just run your own key because you're probably a bit behind the curve. Other than that, focus on your gameplay. You know, a lot of Reds try to a bit over focus on what you call it, supporting the group. You know, yeah, it's good, but focus always on your damage, because damage at the end is going to be what like times the key most of the time. Unless you know there's a specific place where your utility is going to make or break a key. You know. Also, try to handle the affixes proactively. You know, we have a lot of ways to handle them, like afflicted, like the other ghost. What's it called? I forget the name of it. There's two ghosts here. It's afflicted and it's incorporeals. Yeah, we can handle them pretty effectively. So try to do those also for your group. Yeah, those are going to like break the key if they happen. So try to be on top of them. Mostly focus on your gameplay. You know. That's what I do. Sophic lost a lot of value because it only gives you 900 primary stat, and at this point primary stat is not super far ahead from secondary stats for us. Like the wafting gives you 1700 haste, and haste is valued at like 20 DPS per point of haste, while main stat is like 24 points per stat of main stat. I mean 24 DPS per stat of main stat. So doing the math, like secondary stat is going to give you more on your enchantment here, unless you're going like me into heavy diminishing returns on haste. So I just picked the Earth and Red. Can we get a Brackenhide invite or a Alderman? We could also like join one of these Azure Vaults, and maybe they like us and we can just run with them for the night. Now let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see if we get an invite there. Now, not a single key that we need. Sometimes when your key just falls so far behind, it's kind of annoying to push it back up. So much work to just get it back to where it was at the start of the week. So we're now at the mercy of the pugs and the invites. We should be in a good place though, because our score is decently high. I think with my score I'm at like 35th place in Retribution Paladins on the whole region. I know I'm like 3rd on my server. So yeah, we're kind of up there, you know. There's not a lot of other Reds in the region that get us, like have higher score than us. There's a Brackenhide. Get me in. It's only 3 points, but I'll take them. Soldic Array. So I don't really like those trinkets because, well, Anvil is kind of annoying to use. Sometimes I drop combat, people die, I have to res, or someone has to res, and it's just very annoying to manage it. Overall, I also have seen that it doesn't do too much, you know. On average, it gives you like 4.5% of damage at the end, which is basically the same value as the crit on my Whispering Icon gives me. So why even bother with that thing? Yes, I know it's good, like priority damage, but I think I can gain more time by doing like AoE damage on most keys. And Ashes, yeah, the same thing. It's a really good trinket. The problem is every 2 minutes, where am I going to, am I going to do a big pull every 2 minutes? I don't have that guaranteed, you know. Sometimes tanks don't do a big pull every 2 minutes. So yeah, I rather have consistency. These two trinkets just give me consistency. Every single pull that I do, they always happen, they always do their thing. I don't really have to worry about them. While the other two trinkets, I'm just like, it's RNG. I'm not into top 10 100 reds of the world, but I'm in the top 100 from the region. So the whole NA region. There's a lot of good reds in Europe. And yeah, I'm working on a guide. I still have to bring. I'm working on the season guide, which it's super late. I'm also working on another one that I wanted to talk about, different builds that you can take for different occasions. So there's a lot of stuff that I swap for my keys. I'll use the same thing for all of them. This is my like bread and butter build though. I like to use this for most things. Gives me like good AoE, especially on more than 5 targets. It's pretty. My Wake of Ashes is uncapped. I like to use Divine Purpose because it's more of an all user than Vengeful Rat. Vengeful Rat has basically almost no AoE value. When you're in AoE, you don't press your Hammer Rat like ever. So I just ignore it and I take Divine Purpose. Like how many spenders did I get from this key? Let's check. This is a Neltharion 16 that I did. So I got, wait, what's overall? Where is it? I got 38 extra spenders. So that's around, where's my final verdict? 100. Yeah, that's 10% basically of my spenders. Wait a second. Is this overall? Why am I so high? Okay, this is the overall. I got 48 Divine Purpose. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what I was looking there. 48 spenders, which is basically 10% of my whole spender damage. If we add my spender damage is 300k. 10% of that is 30 million damage. So 30 million damage that my extra spenders did. Comparison, for example, if I used Hammer Rat, I would be getting around maybe 20 million with it. So yeah, I'd rather use Divine Purpose there. Yeah, it's pretty chill build. Just all around decent. Oh yeah, I like to listen to the Hammer of Rat Discord because you want to see all the points, you know, all the. It's like you go to a doctor, you know, one doctor says one thing and then you go and look for a second opinion, and it's nice to see different points of view. I respect a lot of the things that Hammer Rat tells people because it's a very generalistic way of playing. Mostly listening to the Sims is correct, you know, but sometimes Sims are not perfect because they are Sims and we are people. We make mistakes and situations are not perfect all the time, so I have to apply that to most of the things that I do. Listening to Sims is great if you play with a consistent group of people where you're going to get full value of all the things that you simulated. But when you're in a hectic world of pugs, it's never going to be like that. I try to compare it with, you know, League of Legends Pro Play and League of Legends Solo Queue. They're totally different games because one is super coordinated. That would be like playing with simulations in mind and everything goes the way it's planned. But Solo Queue is like playing in the pug world, you know. You never know what's gonna happen. Do you know if your tank is going to pull the way you want it to pull? Who knows? And that's why I kind of try to build my own stuff. I have Brackenhide here. Let's go in. Brackenhide here. Oh, this one already has triple DPS. Okay, maybe we get into one of those. Yeah, bursting is kind of annoying, Alcorokus, I know. But the higher in key you go, the easier it is to manage, because mobs have so much health that you can actually stop DPS and it won't die and just get you another stack of bursting. It's a lot annoying in lower keys. That's what I've noticed. Because stuff just dies super fast, so you get like 7 stacks immediately. This guy was going for the melee build, so he picked I'm actually melee. I'm better than rogues in this situation. And this guy has already a red. Damn it! It's so hard to get into keys. But it's fine. We can chill. We can talk about red and all those things. Just gotta keep like refreshing. For example, for Brackenhide, since it's tyrannical, I could consider taking this, you know, Seething Flames. If I see that in my group I have the augmentation and a Shadow Priest, for example, because I know there's not going to be enough damage to kill the totems at the end. But if I see a lock, let's say a lock and a Shadow Priest and myself, I'm just gonna go like mostly Syrian Light, because I know that Mage can handle a lot of like single target damage to kill totem, so it should be fine on that department. Shadow Priests don't do super well on the totems on the last boss, and at the end of the day that's going to make or break the key. But if we have Mage, I can rely on that. Also, if I have a Destruction Warlock or something like that, I can just go this way and don't have to worry too much about the totem on that last boss. And this is going to give me just overall more damage on the trash, which sometimes makes you go faster, because even on tyrannical weeks, like trash is annoying in that place, especially the build that people are running. It's like they almost skip every null in the first area and just like play 2 packs, and then we play most of the poison and disease stuff up the hill, and yeah, those mobs have to die fast. They're just super annoying sometimes. So getting a bit more trash damage is going to make us go faster in those places. So you gotta also take in consideration what people are in your group and all those things when you're talking about builds. Let's keep refreshing. 17 halls. These guys, maybe they take me. Uldaman. Let's go. Yeah, at a certain point, everything is just a queue simulator. It is the advantages. If you have a team of people, you can actually do keys with them, and you have like, if you have a 5 stack, you have 5 options, and you never run out of things to do. But if you're playing solo in the Poke world, it's rough. Let's try to get this Azure Vault. We don't need the Azure Vault, but it's a good warm-up. Oh, they want Aug. Maybe they want a red, just in case. I'll queue. Why would you want an AUG for a Brackenhide Hollow? It's such a troll pick. It doesn't do too much at the end, you know. AUG is not good like single target booster. AUG mainly gets you time by doing like huge packs. But whenever I get to that last boss with an AUG, I just don't have enough. We don't have enough damage to kill the totem. They do allow like massive pulls. That's the thing. Same Symbian. I don't really like them too much. It's one of those classes that it's either broken or it's either useless. They're like Yuumi and WoW, you know, if you play League, that thing is like either broken or it's useless. They're just a bit overloaded. They were, you know, they got nerfed. But still, they allow things like God Comp. I also say the same thing about Shadow Priest. Whenever Shadow Priest is good, it's always going to be in the God Comp or in the like meta because of what you call it? Power Infusion. They make like other classes cooldowns twice as better just because of them existing. I think they should remove Power Infusion from at least DPS Priest. So they can't like put it on other people or something like that. Just buff them a bit and just make them not give Power Infusion to someone else. Aw, man. They need AUG. Yeah, everyone wants to run like the God Comp. These guys, it's either like they pick an AUG or a Warlock in their place. To be honest, I would pick a Warlock in place of this. In place of the AUG for this Brackenhide if it was my key. Let's join this guy. I don't need the Azure Vaults, but good warm-up. I think we're going to be forced to do my own key, which is horrible. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the Azure Vault as a warm-up and see what comes after that. This guy is a Warlock, okay. So you can do big pulls with him. Like first pull is gonna be a piece of cake. Warlocks also handle the last part with the crystals fine because of Chaos Bolts. Probably just need a mage. Let's go to Azure Vaults. Ooh, what's the healer? We got a priest, nice. So we're probably going to get a mage as our last DPS because we need a lust.
Are positively bubbling over with elemental energy. Collect a few samples so we can see if it's affecting the local wildlife.
For this key, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. We need some prior damage, we need some uncapped AoE for the pulls the tank's gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Oh, by the way, I upgraded all my stuff this week. I was like 423 or something last stream. I'm 425 now. I didn't make my my pants. Instead of pants, I made my boots. I made my flavor pocket. I just couldn't get convinced of blue silken linen having 2 of them. Okay, I have 1 of them, it's okay. And it has, sometimes it has like very low uptime. Like, how much was this key uptime? On blue silken linen, where is it? Was 57%, so it was under average. So I didn't want to have 2 affixes, two what, not affixes, 2 embellishments that were like sometimes working, sometimes not. I want one that's a bit more consistent, which is the Frostfire Legwards, and one that's like half there sometimes, which is fine. I also bought this helm, bought a mythic helm. It was 150k gold, which was most of my gold. I have 60k now. I didn't have much gold on my main, but still, I got a mythic helm, pretty cheap. So I upgraded that. After that, I upgraded bracers, and now the only thing I have to upgrade is a cloak. I'm using this champion's PvP cloak because it had a high amount of burst. But I'll swap it next week with the Algathar cloak that I got, which is this one. Also, oh no, where is it? This one also has burst and haste, but I can upgrade it. I don't have the crest now, but next week. Yeah, next week we should be like fully upgraded on everything. We have the next bullion, which I really don't know what am I going to buy. But I'm really looking at the Rumbling Ruby just for certain occasions where I don't want to take 5% extra damage from Neltharion's Call to Chaos. I love the trinket, but sometimes it appears in a bad moment. Also, I might do a small Kata stream. I've geared up to Biz in Kata. I'm full Biz as Red Valley. I also want to stream that, but the problem with streaming like classic content, it's kind of, there's not much to stream about. Like heroic dungeons were super easy to do. I guess I could stream a raid. I joined like a 10-man, and I'm probably going to raid there for like next Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because my guild here on retail stopped raiding, so until next expansion. But I don't know. It's weird to do streams on classic WoW. Now, if they added Mythic Plus to classic WoW, oh, that would be great. I would love to stream that. Like, Mythic Plus gives so much replayability to the game. You can just do all types of keys again, harder, push yourself a bit more. It's a lot of fun. It's something that Classic WoW doesn't have, you know, it's mostly very raid loggy. Once you get your biz, okay, you just, I guess you stand there in the city and do nothing. Level and alt and gear up like this. But I want to play with my main, you know. I gear them up for something. Anyways. Yeah, this guy probably wants a mage and a Demon Hunter tank. Do we need utility for this place? I think we're fine like that. I could just take double stun. Although stunning stuff is annoying this week because of Sanguine. But I don't really need the cleanse, so I'm just gonna do this. Better to have my stun more often. Ooh, there's some changes I want to Bliss to make for red. Maybe in the future, you know. I played like Kata Red. Kata Red is interesting because it's the origins of Holy Power. So a lot of the things that are in Kata Red we still have to stay in to a certain extent. Like Final Reckoning reminds me of Inquisition. You know, it's a kind of debuff you press, but one is like more of a consistent one and this one is like more of a cooldown one, but they do the same thing in theory. You know, one gives you 30% extra damage on all your holy stuff, this one does the same thing, but Inquisition was a lot better, I think, than Final Reckoning. Final Reckoning has a small limitation that I don't like, is that if I use it early on a pack and then the tank decides to pull one more thing, I don't have this damage anymore, you know. And so you have to really wait for the tank to pull everything together and then use Final Reckoning. Well, I would love Final Reckoning. Okay, make the damage still like in the little circle reticle, but instead of that, make it give you a buff to yourself. So yourself always does 30% more damage for 12 seconds instead of the debuff targets take the damage. I don't know. I think it would be a better quality of life if for chain pulls. Final Reckoning? Really? No, Final Reckoning wasn't it's super old. Final Reckoning came on, when did I see it the first time? I think I saw it first in BFA? I don't remember actually. Final Reckoning is not very old. I also like Zealotary in Kata Red, you know, the other cooldown that makes your spenders give you full holy power all the time. I don't think it's pretty useful in this era of Red because we already have so much holy power generation that doesn't really work that well. But it's a pretty fun talent to manage. Obviously we have Wings and Guardian of Ancient Kings. That's another extra damage cooldown. There's a lot of cooldown stacking in old Red. Kind of reminds me of old, like, pre-rework Red. We also had a bunch of cooldown stacking. Herald of the Sun Red is going to be like that, because you have to... You're probably going to be playing with the new Divine Hammers for that. With Herald of the Sun. 2-minute cooldown. I really want to play the beta when I get to it, and see how powerful that is going to be. Yeah, I'm thinking Herald is going to be like 2-minute big burst, 1-minute small burst. Similar to how we played it in the old Red Pally days. Templar is going to be more of a straightforward, just 1-minute retribution. Oh, the wreck bomb. Ah, okay. Now I remember that. Okay, yeah, that thing, yeah, well, that's old. The guy that sit down and took like a bunch of little hits to charge up the red and went to one-shot Cruel, I think, right? Or one of the world bosses. I do remember that happening. Then they nerfed it to like 5 stacks max. The wreck bomb. I'm glad though that the developers... Sorry about that. The developers are actually looking at Red and saying, okay, we can't make Red weak because it's the only DPS spec that Retribution, the Paladin class has. So Red always has to be decent. While in the past, like, they just let Red be whatever it could. It's like how they treat survival now. That's how Red was treated in the past. We have someone that likes us in the developer team now. Even though Red was kind of forgotten for a long while in the past, we still had a high representation. Red has never gone under 6% representation in the population. So people that play Paladins are very, very stubborn to swap. I should know. I have like 6 red pallies, 7 now with the Mr. Pandaria thing. One that's gonna come from there. Oh, it's Kazakh, not Cruel. Just need this is Shami. Oh, interesting. What type of Shami is this? Enhancement. This actually does nothing for us. Sag. You don't benefit from Wing Fury. No, yeah, that's going to be annoying. But to be fair, it was kind of it was kind of unfair to the other melee classes, except rogues. Rogues still have long hands. I don't know if they're gonna take that away from them as well, because we both have like long arms. I know it was in the rework they talk a lot about like, okay, so we're gonna give range to Red, so that we tackle their mobility issues. And they're going back on their word, but yeah, it was we have a bit too much range. Sometimes I'm like, I'm basically a range class at some points. We're still going to have Holy Power generation outside of our Crusading Strikes though. Like that's range, the Blade of Justice, Hammer Pratt, Judgment, all those things we can still throw from far away. So I think we'll be fine. I personally still like mostly play on melee. So I think I'll just adjust fine. Sangemakum, yeah man, it's hard to go to other classes after you play Red. The Paladin class is just very solid. It's a good class fantasy, and you can do everything for yourself. You know, you got healing, you got shielding, you got immune. Now we got decent damage. I've always liked that, like the self-reliance on the Paladin class is very nice. Like, let's say you play a warrior, sometimes you're like, okay, this is killing me, what do? I guess I die. They do have some healing, I know, but for the most part, you're still like, you need a healer. Well, if I'm dying, I can just, okay, I'll just pop a bunch of Word of Glories and try to live. Yeah, DKs are the antithesis of Paladins. Like, Blizzard made them as, like that. That was like if you see the first type of abilities of DKs, instead of Consecration, they had Desecration, for example. So it was like the opposite of a Paladin in all ways and shapes. They had shields, but their shields were evil, you know, like anti-magic shell is like the probably antithesis of our bubble and stuff like that. It's always been like that. They also have good sustain, just instead of healing, they steal the health, you know, with Blood Strike. Yeah, the only other thing I would play would be a DK. Mostly because I like plate armor a lot, and because they're pretty similar to us. Yeah, it's nice to save some people with lay on hands or sack. Sacking people in these keys has been a bit dangerous, although for me. It doesn't kill you, you know, it removes the sack at certain threshold, but it leaves you very vulnerable. I sacked the tank in Neltharion boss, and I got chunked, like super chunked. That thing hit so hard. We just need a tank now. It's been like 40 minutes and we're just going to get into our first key. It is not even a score for us. We're doing this for fun. Maybe we get a point if we do it faster than our last Tyrannical. And I guess if we 2 chests to 16, we get 2 points. Yeah, it's very dangerous to use it on like AoE abilities because you're taking the damage and you're taking 30% more of that on top. And since it's like in an instant, it just does the full damage. Sometimes it can kill you even with the threshold of health. So if you're gonna do something like that, I pop bubble and then like sack. Like that's the safe sack. In that fight, I used my bubble to use my weapon. So when the first like round of trees goes down, there's a lot of ads, you know, like 10 ads. I use a Divine Storm there, pop my bubble, and use my weapon. Try to face like another direction than the ads, so I can like funnel some damage into the boss. Sometimes it's tricky. What do we have here? So this is a pally. Oh, interesting. Not getting a DK. At least someone is getting the benefit from Wind Fury though. That's nice. Gotta be honest, haven't played with a pally tank in a very, very long while. Like 95% of the keys are Demon Hunter tank. Oh, they're inside. We can summon there. I forgot we got a lock. The lock is here, right? Nope, the lock's not here. Let's get our buffs while we wait. They do take a long to get threat. What I don't like much of the H tank is that since they're flavor of the month, you get some that are kind of risky, you know. They do so much risky stuff. They just expect things to happen when they don't. Okay, I have to click now. You're right, Sankama-kun. Sometimes doing things like that is what saves the key. I'm a bit, I gotta admit it, I'm a bit of a selfish pally, so I use most of my utility on myself. It's mostly because, well, that's how you had to play in the past to be a red pally. We were so damn squishy that if you didn't use everything on yourself, you couldn't do it. You couldn't survive. So yeah, I become a bit of a selfish pally because of that. But I do try to throw some Word of Glories and mostly Lay on Hands, you know, because it's off the global cooldown. So if I see someone dying, I just throw a Lay on Hands there, or a sack. Okay, let's put the parasol on our bars. Where is it? Stylish parasol. Because I'm thinking we're going to do the jump. It's my old habits of using everything on myself. I'm also very avid user of the offensive bubble. I'm not afraid to pop my bubble with my damage cooldowns to just keep doing damage. Sometimes it backfires. Sometimes it doesn't though. Okay, this lust on bosses. Yeah, we shouldn't need it here. We have the lock. Lock is gonna do like 3 million damage on this first pull. I like our stats. They're pretty neat. 38% crit, 35 haste, 37 mastery, 30 verse. Bunch of tertiaries. Okay, finally, let's start the key. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna turn music off. I do listen to a lot of cues of the bosses, so I like to not have music on when I'm doing keys, but it will come back when we get out of here.
Be wary, champions. My vault is many things.
Yeah, let's
but
wait for
Warmup is
aggro.
not one of them. These
Is he gonna do the
welcomes
big
receive
pull?
anyone not of my blood
Or the
as
big
a threat.
pull? Big pull is with okay, I'm gonna get away from those golem things.
All nearby creatures will awaken to
A little
purge your
blind here.
vault.
I think he has aggro. Oh, I should have used weapon first. And okay. That mystic vapors. I keep moving. I'll use my weapon here. Might as well throw it on something. Nice. I'll do that kick. Hopefully someone does the next. I'll kick some vapors.
The sundered flame has been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, whose powers they meddle with.
I don't have my blind yet. Blind. Kick. Nice. Gotta drag the little plants here, okay. I'll kick one and stun the other. I kick that far one and let's just stun one. That. Very nice. Oop.
Once, my beloved Malagos gifted me with arcane.
Okay, he's gonna take care of that one, so I'll take care of the second one.
A little garden from him. It looks as though it
It's
has
mine.
grown wild over the years.
Jamie's gonna take care of the first 3 thing. I use cooldowns as soon as he gathers everything up. This one. I wanna save my weapon to boss. Would love if the tank could move a bit more. That one. We have so much space. We can move away from all those puddles. I'm a bit trapped here. Okay, I got weapon for boss. I'll use it after first ads. Let's just pop cooldowns here. Not greedy. We're gonna have to break. I'll stay here. Should survive without anything here. Let's get out. This weapon. I'm funneling to the boss. I think I got all the hits into the boss. I'm gonna check the details after that one and see how much damage went into the boss actually. It's cooldowns, Call to Chaos is up. That's a perfect block. That proc appeared like just as we had cooldowns. I'm gonna stay here. Defensive. Hopefully everyone survives. Nice. I should be AoEing a bit more here. I'm getting a bit too selfless. How I dare to pay attention. Oh, the laser. Okay, we're gonna be a bit greedy with our next wings. We're gonna use it on the ads. I'm gonna stay here. I'll do the ones in the middle. Hopefully I don't die. No trees. Pop. Let's be greedy. Do the pad. We're such a padder. I'm such a padder. I did let the warlock pad the first one, so I'm fine with that. Stay here, I think. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, the boss too far. This might kill me. Fine, nice. Actually funneled all the damage into the boss. Always try to do that, you know, if you have a bunch of ads and you have a priority target, hit them with your Divine Storm. It doesn't matter if it's the copy, you know, the range part.
There is no sign of the sundered flame.
It's still going to apply the Mark of Fearlight, and then you can funnel all that damage to the boss. How much did it do? Like, look at that damage. Look at the weapon damage. And this all went into Laymore. Yeah, 8 million damage the boss took.
The location of my vault was
That was a good
chosen to
funnel.
harness and make use of this powerful ley line. While a marvel to behold.
I was doing prio damage. My weapon did 8 million damage. I did a lot of prio damage there.
Do be on the lookout for the
It didn't look like it, but I was doing it. I'll free them myself. I don't think he has aggro. That was scary. Yeah, we got the lock to handle this. Stun this. Didn't have my kick. Oh, that guy died. I'll freedom him to be like in the middle. tank should be fine. That's what we pay the locks to do, the uncapped AoE.
An excellent choice.
Tony, thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Gotta move that Crystal Fury. It's just chilling in the blood. I have my cooldowns now. Use it on the next one. Oh, my cult to chaos proc. Unfortunate. We should have it on next pull anyways. It's like one proc per minute.
I incorporated a means of safe travel via these tomes.
I'll be on the lookout for the keeper, so we don't get like frozen. That thing. Use my weapon first. And then Frost can go off. A little blind here. Nice. Did. Little kick there. Don't die to circles. I don't have a kick for that one. I'll focus this one because it's gonna go into blood if not. Nice. Little kick. And we're fine. And that one's like swimming in blood. Who stunned it? Why? Okay, I'll finish it up, guys. Don't worry. You guys go to damage. I'll finish this. I should have used my freedom there. Everyone having fun doing damage, and I have to finish that last mob, you know. Freedom myself. I should freedom the Shami. What? Kill that guy. There's no stuns or like sleeps to kill him. Do I res him? We got 2 reses. I think we can afford one. I think he died to a circle being greedy on a cast. I'll use my weapon here to finish this up. It's not the best use, but this pack has gone for too long and I don't want to use my primary cooldowns. Are we going to do the little jump thingy? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let's get the parasol. Huh, everyone's using it. Nice. Oh man, let me glide. That guy just beat me down. I'll watch the caster here, just in case. Yes, aggro, I think. Let's use cooldowns. And that priest said, no fun allowed, you come back down here. He got 23 minutes. Unless something like horrible happens. This key is super timed. Vegeta, this is 16 Azure Vaults. I'm gonna give him a... Never mind, he's fine. He doesn't need it. You really have to finish these mobs. They're gonna get into the aura and gonna wreck the tank. I'm gonna lose a bit of damage, but sacrifice I'm willing to do. Kick the bindings. How's tank? He's looking solid. Doesn't need a sack, I think. He would need a sack if he didn't kill the two melee mobs, but we did. Oh, then he's gonna do the laser in the blood. He's just marinating. Alright, he needs sack now. You got sack, come back. Let's finish this guy off. I got my weapon, so I'm gonna use it next pack. Let's finish this guy. Nice. Let's use it here. And we have cooldowns. I think he has the mob, the caster mob controlled. I'll just look at the keeper, just in case. Pick it, nice. I'll move a bit. I need to kick Condensed Frost. Kick the bindings. That guy's just swimming in blood. He'll eventually come. Okay, now I don't want to use cooldowns because we're gonna fight boss next. Yeah, it's very nice to run Divine Arbiter, you know? My build is, like I said, pretty versatile. It does both things fine. Can I hit both of them? No, I can't. Oh, he's not gonna move it? He didn't move the boss, man. My damage. Yeah, this is one of our worst fights, by the way. I have my weapon. I'll use it on boss after this. Just cryo damage, I guess. Oh yeah, let's use shield. I feel so useless on this phase. Even if I use like Final Reckoning on one of these my shield didn't explode and do damage. Rip. It did explode, but there was nothing near. Please bring it here. I'm wasting so much damage from Final Reckoning. That's why I want it to be a buff and not a kick. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Damn it. Thought he's gonna live a bit longer. I might have to like use cooldowns on one of the ads. But if I do that, we won't be able to like one phase it next. Or maybe we can. I'll just use cooldowns on one of the ads. myself. Yeah, at least my Shield of Vengeance blew up on the boss. Kick this. Not moving the boss to the ad is a bit troll for me. I have a kick. I have a cooldowns back. Can you move it to the ball, the little ad? I want to use my cooldowns. I'm gonna use them. I have to just focus. Ignore that. Come on, kill it. Nice. I hate that fight, man.
Poor Azure Blade. I do not blame
I do not know what I'm gonna buy for my bullion next tomorrow.
left.
I was thinking on maybe getting this rumbling ruby,
I sense the
or maybe get the anvil. But to be honest, I don't want to mess too much with the anvil. It's a good like single target trinket, but I don't know. It's very annoying to use. I'm gonna wait for him to get aggro of all the frogs.
final seal. The consequences will be dire. Please, hurry.
Let's use all cooldowns now. Shield of Vengeance. We did no damage. I wonder if I die from a stomp of a frog on Tyrannical. I'm almost there. Oh, he's gonna do big pull, so let's just follow the tank. I wanna do prior damage on the big mob, but it's so far away that I can't like... Oh, he's coming, he's coming. Nice. Oh, frog is hitting me. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of swirlies everywhere. Okay, one is dead. Next one. Have a cooldowns back. I want to use my weapon, but I'm gonna use it. I'm sending a Divine Storm and Bubble in here and using it. I can't funnel to anyone because so much stuff happening that it's gonna always hit all the mobs. Nice. Okay, next pack he's gonna do the little trick. He's gonna go to the right. And we're gonna res him. Now again, let's wait a second. We might have got an aggro. Never mind. We're fine.
What is she hiding?
You know what they say, you know, transmog is forever. So maybe, yeah, getting a mount. Mounts and transmog are forever. Maybe it's worth it to get the mount. The other buy I could get is the cloak, but it's such a hefty amount of stamina that you're sacrificing. I don't think it's worth it. Ah, it went away. I think I live it with... No, I didn't have to even press anything there. It's the weapon. Should I... Oh. I'll be there. It's not me. I'll play far away. I'll give the Shami some room to do the single target. They have a lot better single target than me. It's gonna go away. Okay. Laser beam. I'll be back here. I'm safe to use cooldowns. We maybe lose 1 second of wings here. Yeah, 2 seconds. We lost 2 seconds of wings there. Have our weapon for next one. Almost died there. That's fine. Use weapon after this. Use weapon. Oh, I'm dead. Damn it. I can finish it. I took a tick of the ice thing because of my weapon. And I don't think it even hit the boss. I played that so bad. Something funny about an Neltharion weapon is that if you buy it awakened, you will get each transmog when the... Oh yeah, you get all the different difficulties, right? That's pretty good for transmog collectors. Ice cold. You got 8 minutes for the last boss. We're fine.
Her secrets will be mine. Freeze.
They are running out of space though. Oh no, never mind. It goes away. I forgot. Can they res me?
We are too late. Oh. Oh no.
Mother!
Lego is the final boss. Truly it is. It's kind of annoying for Reds that joined this season, like, get in it. This should have made it a lot easier to obtain this season. It's a fun season, you know? Got weapon. I'm gonna use my weapon on one of the crystals. Actually, we're gonna have weapon. We don't even have to do it this one. You can do the next one on the weapon. Crystal should come in now. There's the big one. Nice. When this boss has like higher health, it's a lot easier to do crystals. We should move. There's a lot of stuff like slowly coming towards us. I have my weapon. I'll use it on next crystals. No, actually I'm gonna use this. I'll have cooldowns for crystals. 5%. Save Wake Up Ashes as well. There's the big crystal. Cooldowns are back. Nice. One more round, and we are on the clear. %, so if we slow down our DPS a bit, I think it's better. So I'm just gonna start like not doing too much, not pressing too many buttons until I have cooldowns. Let's chill. No need to push it now. It's gonna do it now. Here it is. Cooldowns back. Bubbling here just to. Perfect. So that's one thing you also can do, like slow DPS. Sometimes going slower makes you go faster. I just chilled there and just pressed the least buttons as I could so I could get my cooldowns back. And that worked out perfectly. He will need a defensive, so I'll sack him. Should be fine. Perfect. He is okay now. Although we played one of those bosses horribly, the key is time. Very nice. Very, very nice.
My dear one.
Maybe we get something with avoidance.
He
Who knows?
knew that wild magic was dangerous, but he meddled with
Oh,
it
a weapon.
anyway.
That's useless.
By the time we found him, we could not stop the growth. I placed him in stasis until I could find a proper
Yeah,
place.
not having the Lego, it feels super bad, man. Like, a lot of your damage is there, like,
I was gone.
6% of my damage was there here. It should have been more. It should have been like
What was needed.
7.5 or something, but we died at the ring boss.
Thank you. I am but a simulacrum.
Did we get any points for that? At least one, maybe?
I was
Nah, not a
mad.
single point. Let's go back to Baldraken.
Please,
Maybe there's more keys now.
Leave me.
So we actually did that key just for fun. We didn't get anything from it. Was a good warm-up though. Now let's try to find a Bracken or an Olderman. Those are the things we actually need. Diurna Ring does around, let's say, and this key that I'm gonna say does around 1 to 1.5% of my damage. So this one is 1.2. Yeah, it's between that. It's a pretty hefty amount, like 10 million. It's also like single target, so it's really useful for bosses. Between 1 and 1.5, depending on the dungeon. You know, damage was trash there. Oh yeah, our Divine Storm is super low. Those deaths, man. Dying on the ice boss. And I killed myself on the other boss with my... I killed myself twice with my weapon. Oh man. That's so sad. Let's look for a key. I died to my own hand. Wait, you can't go over 50. If you do 15 hero runs, you should already have the weapon. That's the pity timer. So the 15 kill is guaranteed 100%. Maybe you missed some weeks. There's an Uldaman here. Let's try to join that. Yeah, that's pretty much the only key we need. There's a Brackenhide Hollow, but it's Oceania, and there's also a red there. That can't be true, man, because yeah, I'm sure like 15 weeks they said 100% is the... If it's not 100, it's like 99.9. So you're either getting super lucky or you missed a heroic week kill. It has to be only heroic kills, by the way. The normal kills don't count for that. So you need 15 heroic kills, and on that kill you should get the weapon. That's so weird, man. Maybe something changed with the season. They could have messed it up, but more people would be talking about it. There's an Uldaman here. Let's try to join that. There's an Altaris here. They already have a red, but hey, maybe they take us. Double red. Oh, never mind. We don't need an Altaris. We already have one. Do we? Yeah, we have it. Some tyrannical. Ooh, there's a Bracken here. That's pretty good. Come on, get us in. Felipe, so for Fort, I still use these talents. I think these are pretty good for both types of content. There are some situations where I'm going to go a bit more prio damage. Let's say for... if there's like not much AoE stuff happening and I want to kill something really important, like for example, I could go this way for Bracken, but I'm gonna check the group comp first, you know. This is a good build for the tyrannical Bracken. Oh, you're asking for Fort. For Fort, I'm just gonna run this. Or if I really want to go full AoE and just say, I don't care about single target, I can go something like that. This could be like a Fort build as well. But for the most part, I just leave it like that. This is a pretty old, does all build. It's pretty solid. I also do some experimental stuff on Fortified Weeks. I go something like... let me show. Yeah, something like that. I know it seems whack, but it does really good on pack-to-pack play. Like you have extra 4 seconds on Final Reckoning. That means like almost 4 extra spenders. that are 30% increase in damage. Plus multiplicative scaling if you get, let's say, a proc of Divine Purpose and Wings. Let's teleport. But those first builds, like this one and this one, also good for Fortified. What am I going to with my bullion? So I don't really know. I was thinking about getting this the Rumbling Ruby at mythic item level, just in certain situations where I don't want to use Call to Chaos, because it has put me in danger sometimes. If it's not that, I'm just gonna buy the upgraded Filial Duty just for extra shielding. Or I can even get the I could even get the cape, but it's a big sacrifice of stamina. So I'm not too sure on what I'm going to get tomorrow. Also could get Amble, just to have it in my bags. I know I'm not gonna use it. I don't like that trinket too much. This was a Bracken, right? It was a Bracken. Okay, everyone's here. Maybe I should help the summon. The trinkets I'm using currently are these ones. Call to Chaos plus Whispering Incarnate Icon. They're pretty consistent. The uptime on Call to Chaos is between 23-ish to 30% in some keys. Let's see how much it did in this one. This one is a kind of a bad example. I did die like an idiot a lot. I died twice to my own weapon. Where is my... Oh, it's 24%. It's pretty good. It's always up with your cooldowns. That's the good thing. It has a 1 procs per minute. So if you get it on your first cooldown, it will consistently be up by your next one. Or kind of like in the middle of your burst. It's a pretty decent option. And Whispering Incarnate Icon just gives you your stats, you know. You're never gonna miss them. I like that combo. What do we have here? So we have Demon Hunter, Shadow Priest, Monk, and okay, so I need to take I need to take Seething Flames. Which is a very obnoxious to do this key because there's so much uncapped AoE damage in this place. So I'm nerfing myself by like 2 to 3% here overall, because I'm taking this Wake of Ashes Seething Flames one, but I have to do it so we can actually kill the totem at the end. With augmentation, we're not going to be able to kill totems if I don't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, it happens, Simeon. I killed myself on the little swirlies on Azure Vaults, and I killed myself on the ice in the ring boss. What's it called? Let's go back to Azure Vault. Grey Wing. I think I have all my buffs. Yeah, let's go. Okay, they're gonna do the regular, just don't do anything at the start. I hate going this build in Brackenhide, but since we have augmentation, I have to do damage on the stupid totem at the end. He's gonna do big pull, so let's wait. I need to find something to hit as my primary target. That weapon before they start spinning and I die. Beat on myself. Got slowed. A little blind there, so they don't bite people. Take that. Spin again. I stunned it, but okay, die. Nice. That. Yeah, we're literally gonna skip everything here. Let me check this route again. Yeah, we're not playing anything else. Just gonna do the priest route. This is such a risky pull because if someone dies, they can't release. They have to always wait for B-res. Because unless they're the priest can do the mind suit here. Anyone else has to like just wait for B-res or res. Augur is still a good trinket. It's mostly, but the problem is capped to 5 targets. Then it's because it's split damage, so it loses some value. Oh, we're actually gonna pull this. Nice. Alright. Use cooldowns before boss. Go blind there. Stun that. Let's use our weapon. There's 5 targets here. It's gonna do a bit more damage. Maybe I should have saved it for boss. Boss should be super easy with augmentation. I'm more worried about the last boss than anything. Totems are gonna make or break the key. But we took the build for it, so should be fine. Got cooldowns for this. I'm gonna kick stone bolts. I'm gonna let the tank do the water. Ooh. No, get out of my door. Ooh. I'm gonna let the tank do that. It's on me. Doesn't really matter. They don't need that, by the way. So I need the spin. So again on me. Take the bolt. That's on tank, I think. Kick that. Send me the bolt. I'll enhance myself. I got cooldowns. I'll take that to the face. Pop that guy. Hopefully I don't get the spin again. Like to be in melee. Kick it. I'll have kick for 4 seconds. That. Bubble. There's a tank. Kick that. Shield so the bleed doesn't take it too low. I have nothing to help that guy with. I'll res him. Just gotta kill Trick Totem and we're fine. Trick Totem is dead. Now we're chilling. Got cooldowns back. There's a tank. Let's give Nash Tooth. Jumped on me twice, what the hell? I guess he does that when someone dies, right? I'll give him sack. We gotta make time with we gotta make time with trash here. I'm just gonna throw cooldowns. There should be back when we do the next pull. Nice. I'll open the pot. So this is where we have to like get most of our time, you know. This is where Og is gonna shine because we need to do big pulls. We need the Shallow Priest to do a ton of AoE because he does uncapped. Well, not uncapped, but reduced after 8, which is a lot better than ours, reduced after 5. And since we auto-nerfed our own Wake of Ashes to reduce after 1 with the talent. No bunny kick, I'll kick. Need big target to hit. Friend. I was about to weapon there. I'll weapon after my cooldowns. Lashers. I'll weapon after this. There's the breath. There's the breath. Always have the big tree as your main target. Wanna kill that stupid tree first. Now he's gonna stand in blood like an idiot. Nice. He did. Now we can move. As long as we have 50 minutes before we reach the next boss, we're fine. That's kind of the on the ball timer. Gonna skip that, okay. This monstrous decay is the thing that worries me the most. It does so much damage, and it's not a disease. I can't dispel it or anything. It's gonna be on me. You bastard. I'll save my bubble. The tree came. I don't know if that tree was intended to come or it wasn't. Frontal. I want to kill the decay though. I want to target a tree, but this decay has to go. These gushes are nasty. It's under demolish. Nice. That's good. Come on, blow up. Stupid decay. Nice, it blew up. Now we swap our target to big tree. Let's use the little gushes that just appeared as extra fodder for our weapon. And nice, we got fire right there. Let's focus down the tree. We might lose damage. Oh, there's another one of those stupid blobs. Is dead. Let's focus the blob. There's blob. Gushing ooze is on the tank. It's good that the gnolls are running away because they die like farther and don't leave blood. Oh no, the blood! The ooze! It's on me, I have to defensive this. It's like hell. You're gonna pull a rot, right? A rot priest or rot something? Rot singer. There's the rot singer. We gotta nuke it down as fast as possible. There's a totem. First with K. I hope the priest is like main targeting the rot priest because it has to die. The totems are gonna eventually kill us with poisons. Well, diseases. A weapon this. Oh, almost happened again. Almost got killed by my own weapon. Nice. Rot priest is dead. That means we're in the clear. Nice. Let's move. 2 new trees. We got 21 minutes here. We're fine. Super fine. Oh, he's gonna pull big? Okay, let's wait for our cooldowns then. Everything's together. Let's pop it. Pop myself here. I pop myself because he pulled new stuff and I don't know if he had aggro of everything. Something is hitting me, so I think it was a good call. I didn't even see the frontal, I could have died there. Frontal. It's the other frontal. Cooldowns back in 11 seconds. We should use it, there's a lot of stuff in this pool. I got the gushing slime. Never mind, it's gone. I've got a hit from afar. As long as we have 15 minutes before this boss, we have it. That stupid tree healed so much. I'm gonna try to early damage him. Nah, I hit the little ashers, damn it. Nice. Cooldowns. Yeah, so many stalls for this. Thanks, I'm gonna do it. Probably do the second. Gotta kill these little ads. Just stand here. cooldowns are back in 5 seconds. Some cooldowns. Tank's gonna do it, or do I have to go? I'll go next. A blind. Nice. I was saving my blind for the overlap. Yeah, the tank is taking a beating, so it's a good idea that I go first. Next, I also like break the shield, bubble, and just I could have been greedy and waited for the second round of ads. And get extra damage from my weapon. Just one round is fine. It's like 50% extra damage. Although 100% sounds better. Tank can go again. And we saved ourselves the shield phase. When you bubble out of that, the shield doesn't occur. So that's a ton of extra damage that you're like not having to do. Pick one of those. See that thick, how thick that shield is? When I do bubble, we don't have to do that. Oh, don't reset the boss. It's the least thing that we want. Let's kill it. Nice. We got 15 minutes here. We're smooth sailing. My only worry now is that last boss. Literally, that's it. We're gonna play this? We are gonna play this. Interesting. I haven't done a group like with this mob. I should stop hitting it. It's not gonna come, and it's gonna do the frontal. I want him to get everything together so I can use cooldowns. I overlap my holy power there. That's pretty bad. Nice. Everyone's playing so good this one. We're not like sanguining the mini boss. And there's a trap there. 13 minutes to do 2 bosses and a bit of trash. I think we have it. Like each boss is, the last one is 5. This one is 3.5. So that's 8.5. We got 5 minutes to do trash. Got the bird. Ow, it hurts. I'm gonna wait for them to do that. No, you're not gonna do it. That screech hurts a lot.
Come to me.
These cooldowns. Hopefully we don't sanguine the boss. Pick the Master's Call. There's the Sanguini. We did sanguine the boss a little bit. I'm gonna wake up Ash's dad, so I slow the cups. It's my legendary. Oh, I have kick. Where did I use my kick? Should be up for every single one of the Master's Calls. Let's put a trap here between us and the on me. Where's the hyenas? Oh, there's no hyenas. They're dead. Nice. It's on the dragon. We're basically just doing single target here. I'm not padding too much. Just a little bit sometimes with judgment. Use cooldowns back here. I'm not even padding with Final Reckoning here. It's on me. You can see me panic there. Those hyenas like one-shot you, though. I run away like crazy. Very safe than sorry now. Nice. Okay, now we have to kick this Filth Color a lot, so it moves. It's a very annoying mob. I have the blind here. Now kick. And hopefully the tank knows that if he jumps away from these little doggies... Oh, we got rock hexers. Take that. It's on me. Dispel myself. Oh, I didn't take the spell. I didn't take the spell for this key. I'm such a troll. Uh-oh, I'm super trolling here. I'm dead. I'm dead because I didn't take the spell. Never mind, I have it. I'm kind of panicking a bit. You gotta kill the rock hexer. That was such a troll move. I removed my more hexers. Oof. I'll open this thing. I'll actually play near it. Okay, I have a dispel now. Nice. I forgot we took away the spell for stuns. Because we don't need the spell in Azure Vaults.
Claim everything. I will wither this world.
I think there's only one more of those Rod Hexers. Weapon for this. Did you use Catco? Yeah, we're super trolling this one by not having our dispel, making the life so hard for everyone else. But we're fine. 5 minutes is more than enough for last boss. More than enough.
Your corpses will spread the rise.
Now we save our Wake of Ashes for every single totem. And it should be a-okay. That's the main reason we took the... Let's get some holy power. Now we use cooldowns. Gonna save that Divine Purpose proc, maybe? Nah, it's gonna go away. For him to come. I didn't want to use my cooldowns on the totem. That was super bad spell queuing. Save the capacities for totem. And we just keep doing that. That's the main reason we have the Wake Up Ashes. Oh, we don't have it this time. Nice. I'll use my weapon on the next totem. Maybe I can use my cooldowns on this totem if the boss doesn't do a bad spell queue. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we're gonna save our Wake of Ashes for next totem. That's how you handle your cooldowns, you know. And now I have my weapon for one of the other totems in case of an emergency. You gotta layer down your cooldowns. In this fight, you think about your Wake of Ashes as a small cooldown. It's my weapon here. And I can use my Wake of Ashes on the next. Perfect. What's this here? Perfect. It's gonna do that, and that's gonna give us some time to get our weight back for next totem. Perfect. Now the next one we're kind of in a rocky place. We have nothing for it. Hopefully the other DPS can get some damage on this thing. I'm dry. Maybe the shield. Ooh, that's bad. I have to save cooldowns until the next totem. I'll save that proc of Divine Purpose. And I'll save the Wake of Ashes. We have Wake for this. Nice, we recovered. We have weapon for next totem. So weapon is next totem and Wake of Ashes is the totem after that. And after that I think we just... Yeah, next totem is Wake of Ashes. And then cooldowns and kill boss. Kill boss, kill boss. Very nice. Layer the cooldowns perfectly. Whew. We did this for 3 points. We did it for 3 points. I'll take them. I'll take the points.
Found any good treasure lately?
Other trinkets are just better. Well, they seem better. I think augury and paper would do a bit better. It's more consistent than other things, like for example, anvil in paper, but it seems lower, so not many people recommend it. I think you can actually use augury and be just fine, because it's one of the trinkets that just does its damage. The limitations that it has is also like tanks are pulling like huge. You see a lot of big pulls, and augury only does well up to 5 targets, because after that the damage is split. So yeah, that for example, in those situations, Call to Chaos is a lot better, because strength doesn't get reduced as more targets are added, you know? So that's why it kind of fell off. It's because of the meta we're playing. But it's a pretty decent trinket. I would actually consider to use it instead of Call to Chaos in some tyrannical weeks. But since I have this thing with Leech, I'm just gonna leave to use it. Maybe they do another thing? What's this, the 17? Let's ask. Maybe they want to run it with me. Wanna do it? Let's say. Wanna do it. We can do AV17 with them. Nice, we're gonna stay for them. They have a 17 Azure Vaults and Nelths. Our weapon was about to break. Let's repair the thing. Okay, so because we're playing with Augmentation Evoker, we have to go a bit more single target-ish. So we can't afford to go with our old this build. If we had a third DPS, we could just go this and do big blast AoE damage. But we sacrifice a bit of it for Seething Flames. So we got more prio. Yeah, Wake did 4.8. Uncapped Wake does in this place around 7% of your damage just alone. And you also have Syrian Light doing damage and a bunch of more Consecration damage. Like Constantly needed 3, it is 5. He sacrificed a lot of AoE. But it's for timing the key. And you saw the timer was super tight. So if I went like greedy AoE build, we couldn't have done it. Let's go AP. Actually, I like those 3 points that we got because our score is now a bit more appealing, you know? 3381 sounds better than the 3378. Like, that 8 is a bit better. If we do 17 AB, that gives us, I think, 10 points, right? Yeah, 10 points. And if we do the Nelth, we're on the 3400 mark. And why am I flying? I have a portal. Let's use it. Also, thanks, ML. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Do I need cleanse toxins for anything in the future? We're gonna do Nelths after this, so no. Okay, so I'll just keep it like that. I was trolling so hard at the end, man. I didn't take like the cleanse. That could have been a game over if we didn't have like other people that can do it. I need the other food. I'm using critical plus mastery, but I could also use critical plus first. Let's check some things. I think I'll use critical plus burst here. It might give me like 0.2% more damage reduction. That could be important. It's not much, but might save me. What else do we need?
If they see you, all nearby creatures will awaken to purge you from the vault.
Food buff, rune. Yeah, it's first and last boss. If we survive those, well, if we survive first boss, we can actually look at the last one. And that last one is going to dictate the key. Killing crystals. But we are running our priority damage build. This is mostly for those annoying like little mobs that you have to kill on boss fights with Seething Flames. You can actually get away, like in the 16 we got away with it with Syrian Light, but that was because we had a third DPS doing damage. But this time we have AUG, so we have to be a bit more conservative on that. Oh, why did I delete? I wanted to check that overall at the end. Wanted to see the uptime on some of my stuff. Oh well. I don't log my keys as well. I should do that. Maybe these guys log it and maybe it's there. Who knows? I'm a bit lazy in that department because the group I used to run, I think my warrior friend logged keys. He did the logging, so I just existed there. Now we're pulling. I'm gonna use my shocking disclosure like behind, so I don't hit the target dummy. Okay, let's do this.
Be wary, champions. My vault is many things, but harmless is not one of them.
Let's wait for aggro. Oh, he's gonna do the big pull. So I'm gonna watch the. I'll watch the 3.
All nearby creatures
That's
will
on me.
purge you from the vault.
Oof. Fat finger in my wake of ashes. These mobs will live enough that I can actually use my weapon at the end. Wanna use it now? After the tree does its thing. I think it's a good time just to finish this. Fat fingering my wake up ashes almost cost me everything. They're fine though.
The sundered flame have been delving into my vault. They do
That's
not
LOS.
understand the dangers
We can
within,
kick.
nor the powers they meddle with.
Nice. We're gonna skip this. I didn't really see his route, so I don't really know what to expect.
Once, my beloved
Guess
Malagos
we're doing
gifted
just
me
the
with
normal-
arcane seeds.
The normal
I
stuff.
planted them here.
Oh, look
A
at the
little garden
square
for
tree.
him. It looks as though it has
That's
grown
my square.
wild over the years. I will need you to prune it.
My square is like falling behind. Let's go back. Square. Better not to die to swirlies or any explosion that may happen. Square is mine. I'm gonna wait for the next round of those things. One more. Never mind, there's no more. Just weapon. My square is dead, so maybe I kick something else. There's so much like non-verbal communication here. Like they know I'm handling square. And I don't know how they know, but they know. Let's not be greedy here. Just throw cooldowns. Can't wait for ads to pad. Oh, he's gonna do this side. I'll clear this side. I'll clear this. I don't have my weapon for this, so that's kind of annoying. I'll have my weapon for next round of little ads. Just gonna send cooldowns here. I'll handle the ones here. I can't hit anything. Sag. Who's defensive here? Actually, I'm gonna bubble and Prio. Nice. I think I hit most of that on boss, not the little ads. All the stuff in behind. I'll actually use my cooldowns app.
It's too far away.
Defensive. Okay, let's do a little padding. What the? Did 1-3 survive? Oh, that's key. How much damage did they do? 1.4 million, that's a lot. I think 1-3 survived. I think there was no trees and we just died. Yeah, there was no trees. It just did double damage, I think. I think it bugged. Because I didn't see any trees. I think we covered everything. Let's go, Nels. Do Nels. Okay, hopefully we don't get the chain bug in this place. How much damage did my weapon do to the boss? So Laymore got hit by 4 million on the Firalat. And 3 million on the little ads. Okay, I'll take it. That's good. Did more damage on the boss than on the ads.
One of our foragers spotted food nearby. See what you can gather.
Okay, for Nelts, what do we want? Do we have something that's priority to kill with Wake? I don't think there is. Sure, it does gives us a bit better boss damage. Yeah, I think we can just keep it like this for now. We're gonna sacrifice a bit of our AoE, but maybe it plays a part on doing some extra damage on bosses. If we can time it with their damage phases, it's pretty good. Actually, depending on the route, I might take the other build, the Searing Light one. Because If the trash in this place is a lot, is dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially the hunters. So we might need some extra AoE-ish. Oh, everyone's inside. Oh, let's repair. Yeah, let's just repair. Yeah, there's some nasty trash here that we might have to take the other build. Yeah, I'm gonna take Searing Light this one. I think if we can make a lot of time on trash, it's better than try to make time on bosses. Since we're gonna pull pretty big with the AUG. Like, look at this pull. It's huge. Need uncapped AoE. Yeah, this first pull, it's huge. There's how many thaumaturges here? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 thaumaturges. It's risky, but it's doable. Second pull is like this with boss. Damn, that's playing a bit risky with Sanguine, but I think we're fine as well. Pull number 3 is the one that I'm like, looks spicy. Although I think probably he's gonna split it or something. I don't think we're actually gonna do this. How many hunters are here? Trainee, trainee, trainee. There's 1 hunter? There's no hunters. Nah, the good thing about having flavor pockets, my food buff is eternal. Okay, 17 Neltharion. This is the build that we're going to be using for this. We're taking away Searing Flames, we're using Searing Light. Just to get that bit extra AoE damage, because we're gonna do huge pulls. So we need to make them end fast. Yes, we are taking a small loss on boss damage, but I think we can make it up on trash. Now I'm gonna be far away so my disclosure doesn't put us in combat. Okay, I'll watch one of the thaumaturges. Probably the first one. Here with the frontal. There's the frontal. I think we're far away. Oh, there's another frontal. I'll watch this thaumaturge X. Everything's in place. Ooh, one good off. Oh, I think all the rocks died. Nice. Oh, that's so good. I was so scared because two of the molten casks went off, but all the little rocks were dead. who are like about to die. Open guard is annoying. You can't follow. And these guards don't like to move. Let's go to the Thaumaturge. There's the Thaumaturge. Have it. I'll preemptively stun it. Take it. Weapon. Cooldown. Here with the frontal. This guy's like, oof, I think I'm dead. Never mind. Or putting boss. It's a bit risky. Use cooldowns on boss. My defensive here. Let's not be stacked with anyone. I don't want to get the frontal onto people. Defensive for this. Got my weapon. Oh, that charges too close. Do the little, yeah, that thing, the little blob on the ground, and weapon safely. Ooh, the charge is super close. Ooh. We're kind of boxed in there at the bubble, and our cooldowns went to waste. Let's try to bait it where I am. Defensive. Go back. Up the res. Got cooldowns back. Wanna wait for the charge though. No charge? I'll just use it then. That was a bad decision. Never mind, we can follow up with a horse. This elephant hurts so bad, man. Yeah, we do have to make time with Crash. do the little blob thing in the ground so I can use my weapon. Little blob thing. What's this? For myself. Nice, this place is clear. Self a bit. Don't have anything for you, my friend. I can probably word of glory here. But I'm also dying here. Just play me at the range, I guess. Nice. That fight is horrible. Hey CK. I have been streaming though. I haven't been missing since season 3. I've been doing not a lot of days of stream, but some of them. Hopefully you get the axe, man. Like being a red without axe is pretty sad. That's so much damage for us. I gotta wait for that bird to pad. That X-bird. It's linked to those stupid hunters. I dream walked. Okay. Let's walk with the tank.
Intruders! Where have you come from?
I'll be on the overseer.
Neltharion belongs to the
I'll do the little kick so it comes. We're gonna use this one or the next one. Oh, we're just gonna go full big. Stun this guy. What chain are we gonna use? Or are we gonna use a chain at all? This bow was a bit too big, I think. Am I blind for this? We got cooldowns back. Oh, we got a hunter. Got my blind here. The blind. Yeah, that pool was a bit too big. With Sanguine, I don't think it was too worth it. If we do it in 2 pulls, I think Sanguine is a bit more manageable. They did heal a ton. And the mini was still alive. But we did clear it all in 1 pull, so maybe we gained some time. It's kind of annoying when big pulls are dragged like that because, like, when do I do my damage? Do I start doing it now? Or do I, like... We're gonna do the boss without... What the hell is this? We're gonna do the fight with, like... without the hunters?
I'll strip the scales from your flesh.
There's a guy right there. This is very, very dodgy. I'm super nervous about those mobs. Pop myself. Not dealing with that bleed. Bleeds are like one of the things that can kill a red pally. Right, 1-0. This one. Next pull is also going to be huge, probably. It's on me. Bubble it off. Don't want to deal with bleeds. Line. I want to use a cooldown here. Use weapon. Grid at the end, nice. One more round. I think I just send my cooldowns here. Care. I'll wait for damage phase for my wake up passive. damage. Didn't die. So the pulls we're gonna do ahead should give us time enough for bosses to last this long. That's Dreamwalk. We're using a lot of Dreamwalk. I think it's one of those CCs that doesn't put you in combat. I gotta drag it, right? I'm gonna put my dots on them. I get the food. And I'm gonna do this. I'm blinding. And I'll get the... Oh. They've been doing all the chains. I didn't want to look like a lazy paladin. I'll pop them. I can't pop him. He's cooldown. I can't use my weapon. Just have to find a place where it's safe. I think it's safe now. There's no frontals or anything. Bleeding. Nice. Got the food. I think it paid off using uncapped Wake of Ashes there. We're gonna check it out at the end of the key. Like in the last round, I think it did 4.5 or something like that. Like normal Wake of Flashes. Plus 2.2 and 2.1 from the other two hits. We have to kill the little lava flares here. Kick. Blind. Okay, the next little lava flare. Shield. You can kick the lava flares, like shield them. Oh, they fun them. Got the axe, I have to pop myself. I want to use my weapon, but there's no safe spot. I think it's safe. Get him. Yeah, I had to finish that lava flare off. Okay, I think we're fine. Because we're doing the pack on those lava guys before we drop down, so we have less things to do after bosses. No frontals. There's like no room to stand. Last boss is 3.5 minutes. Next boss is like 4. So you got 3 minutes to do all trash. It's gonna be super close. My weapon. Pick the mode of combustion. Single target is down. Oh, they're gonna come and we're gonna go double. Okay, okay. That's pretty smart. Now we're gonna wait for those melts. Damn, I wasted my blind there. Lava flares are dead. Seven minutes. I don't think it's doable. Sanguine just ate so much of our time.
Interrupt my...
Use my weapon on next whenever he goes down though. Kinda hard now. Oh, let me use weapon. Okay. Oh, he dodged it. Nice. Heal myself there. I won't have a defensive for this. Last second I'll have, but oh, no res. That's good. Oh yeah, we're dead here. Cook. Actually, we're alive. Oh, Leon has it. Please, maybe we can live it. Kill the priest. Kill myself. Okay, now we're cooked. I'm just spamming my Leon. I wake our word of glory. And I'm dead here. I'm out of mana. I'm actually. I'm Yeah, I literally went I hate that change they did to Word of Glory. Before you could spam it endlessly. You only needed like holy power. It was the only other choice, man. Either I healed or I died. I healed other people as well. It was a nice try. It was a nice try. It's good that we're actually seeing 17s because next week we have to actually play 17s. $16. Do we need a? We don't really need a 16, but I like these guys, so I'll run it with them. I don't need it, but I'll run it with them. Oh, thanks, Montana. I'll run the 16 with them because I think we were really close. How was overall damage? That's fine. Do we need a bit more single, maybe? Nah, Wake of Ashes did a lot. 6.6 instead of 4.5. It's 2% more. Trash was killing us a lot. Like, there was some of those flares that were living a bit too much. Yeah, I think we're fine like this. Just gonna do it better. We can actually get like a point or maybe 2 points from this if we time it with more than 20 seconds, because my last Neltharion was a 16, but it was super close. I think 16 is gonna be super chill because like stuff that lived like that extra 5 extra seconds, it's gonna just die now. How much sanguine healing did happen? I want to check that. Overall sanguine healing, where is it? Healing done. Damn, sanguine healed as much as the healer in the tank. 270 million healing done from sanguine. That's crazy. And we have a lot of like stuff to move them around. We have priest circle. I think dragons have something for that. But now I know their route, so I know what to expect. Is there anything else in the group finder, maybe? Not really. This is probably gonna be the last one. And tomorrow I wanna be up from earlier. Like, I'm talking really early for me. I normally start my streams at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. and go like to very late hours. So tomorrow I want to start, well, today I want to start at like 3 Eastern time or something like that. So this is probably the last one. It depends. If we time it and we get like another 17 Azure Vaults, I might stay for one more. That's another easy key. I don't have... I have... Oh, there's a target dummy. I don't have this target dummy. I have the turnip. And the good thing about this sturdy love fool is that you can put it indoors, while the turnip you can only put it outdoors. Just gonna keep using this build. Maybe I just don't use stun, because most of the time I stun, it's been like counterproductive. It's something that's standing there for 6 seconds in Sanguine. Maybe I just go up Durancy for a bit more AoE resilience. But then I don't have a single... I would have to go something like this, and then I don't have any reduction on my stun. Let's just run it like it was before. No need to change. Just do it better. Use our disclosure back here so we don't put ourselves in combat. I'll do the first thaumaturge. I'll just control it as best as I can. I'll get him a little auto attack. Okay, that's enough. I don't want them to turn around and just smack me. Now I have to wait because they're gonna do frontals. There's a thaumaturge. Let's wait for everyone to get close. It's coming, it's coming. Everything's close. Use my blind in a second. Use my blind. I'll use weapon, although I don't know where the hell am I. Finish the mobs that are behind. Cooldowns are back in a few seconds. Is there any thaumaturge alive? Oh, there's a frontal. He almost got me. There's a Thaumaturge. Let's hit it. It's gone. Both are good trinkets. Torch is sometimes better because people die and you get some extra value from that. Hoof has kind of a bit of anti-synergy with us because it has to stack up to give you the strength. You want kind of like upfront power as red at the moment. It was really good for us like in season 1 because we used to like ramp up our damage. Now we're just really bursty. Sometimes you don't even get like 6 stacks of your burnout with the hoof. But there's a lot of experimentation on trinkets in the red Kali department. I've seen like other top reds use like weird stuff. So a trinket for different occasions. Some people like to use, for example, Grief Torch on like places like Brackenhide Hollow to have more single target on totem thingies. The standard like this combo is the Ashes of Ember Soul plus Anvil. I personally don't like it too much because it's a bit of it has a bit of variance. Ooh, swapped. But if I would have to give you an answer, I'd say Grief Torch is really good, solid. I'm forgetting to use Seal of Vengeance here. It's really good damage. It always explodes when Elephant does this AoE. Ooh, it's on fire. Well, it's more on fire, you know. It's double on fire. I may use my cooldowns after it runs away. Come on, go away. Go away. Why isn't it going away? It's just not going away, or what the hell? It took so long to do that. I was waiting like an idiot with my cooldowns there. Vengeance here, so it does damage. Come on, explode, explode! Okay, this time it did the thing like super fast. Pretty weird, like spell Q timings of the boss. Oh, don't kill me, please! It's always scary when someone turns around super fast. There's a little blob. I can do my weapon now safely. When I say blob, it's that like puddle on the ground that throws. It's more defensive. That's gonna do the charge. Are you gonna do it? You should do it now. I have. Screw it, I'm using cooldowns. Elephant doesn't want to do his charge. Come on, do your charge! Gotta go to Narnia now. Ah, bubble. Good thing we saved it. It was so much easier than 17. Like so much easier. Oh, damn it. Someone please. Thanks. I think the bird is gone. He can pass. It's super close. Maybe he can mind suit the hunter. Oh, nice, he got it.
Intruders! Where have you come from?
You're using Anvil? Anvil is a hit or miss trinket. It's a bit annoying to play with. So I know they're gonna do like super omega pulls, so I'm just gonna start divine storming things. Ooh, what the? I'll just do chains here. That kind of changed the plans a bit. So many frontals. I have my weapon, but do I even use it here? I'll use it. I should have my cooldowns for the next chain. I'll have line to stop those frontals, sadly. I already did chain, so someone has to do it. Oh, something's hitting me. There was one guy like smacked me. I had to bop. Got a bleed. Up a defensive and heal myself. Up two defensives and heal myself. That bleed is nasty. There's few things that can kill a pally. One of them is bleeds. The other one is single target bolts. I have blind here. So if you're targeted by a bleed or a single target bolt, always try to use something. Our avoidance does nothing, sanctified plates does nothing. With bleeds, armor does nothing. You just take full damage from him. Oh, one more advice in this place. Whenever you do chains, and if you have your uncapped Wake of Ashes, use your Wake of Ashes as soon as chains hit with wings. Huge value there. Normally I do build 3 holy power, well around 4 holy power, Final Reckoning, use a spender, Divine Toll, but whenever there's like chains involved, I do, well we have up one of the phoenixes. Whenever there's chains involved, I do, we have to kill that thing, right? I can't drop my consecration there. So yeah, when there's chains involved, instead of doing that, I do get like 4 holy power, Final Reckoning, spend Wake of Ashes, and then I do my rotation. I just swap places of Divine Toll instead of Wake of Ashes. I mean, Wake of Ashes instead of Divine Toll. We're gonna do this again. At least now I know. I'm a bit less nervous. This time we have our weapon. Or the damage phase. Now my place is here. It's expensive. Leon has a tank. Just gonna send our cooldowns as soon as we build some holy power. That's enough. Let's jump down in. Bubble. Don't wanna deal with nasty bleeds. Oh, we don't have a defensive for this. Fine. Do a little healing. I'm gonna do that chain first. Okay, I can wait. I have to move. 1 second. Chain. Nice. We'll have weapon for next phase of extra damage. Damn it. Divine Arbiter didn't go in the damage phase. Get some holy power and a judgment on my target. It's gonna jump on me. Oh man, it's annoying. I guess it's better on me than on the clothies. Save my Wake of Ashes for damage phase, so we get some extra juice from it. Sack the tank. It's a weapon. Nice. Next cooldown should be on boss, and he should die. Do I even throw them? Yeah, I think it's a good idea to just throw them. I'll save that Divine Purpose proc cooldowns. There shouldn't be chain phase because of cooldowns that I'm using, so I'm just gonna throw everything. Nice. Gonna Dreamwalk. That Dreamwalk is so useful, man. This is such a unique route. I haven't seen something like that from other tanks. Others just jump in with the hunter and expect everyone to live. Which is a crime against clothies because they take so much damage from the initial leap and then the bleed. The leap they can mitigate it a bit, but the blind is unused. I just use my Wake of Ashes without cooldown because this damage amp lasts so little that better just throw it. I can go to the right side. Why am I just playing on the left side? I'm still thinking we're on the boss fight, you know, where I can't like move to the other side because there's the ants chilling there. We got like 2 more minutes this run than we did before. I'm gonna wait for his sigil. I want to. Nice. frontals. Take the melts. Oh, that one's like playing the blood. Kill it before it casts next. Frontal again. Focus the little ass again. Stun this one. Frontal. I have weapon. Why not use it somewhere safe? After all these frontals. I'll use it here. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. My weapon almost kills me again. Always nice to see. It is a curse and a blessing. I waited for all the frontals to happen, and then the two lava flares just said, okay, let's kill the pally. You know, he's channeling his weapon. Little blind here. Those guys are healing. I'll just drop cooldowns. These mobs are very annoying with the buckets of lava on the floor. Nice. Oh, these lava flares, I hate these mobs. They hurt so much. Gonna wait the sigil. Cooldowns back in 20 seconds, that's a long time. I think they'll be dead. I have my little blind. Use them here. Nice. 12 minutes. Yeah, we got this in the bag. Like 16 is so much easier than 17. Like the scaling is crazy. Stun this guy. Never mind, he's immune. Get the mode of combustion so he moves. Oh, we're going left side this time? No, interesting. This might like mess up with my brain because I'm always so used to go right side. This weapon here, I think is a good moment to use it. I have my kick. Kick. More lava stuff on the ground. Very nice. We're gonna go right side? No, we're just gonna go left side.
You dare interrupt my... See what I have.
we layer our cooldowns, our defensives correctly, we should have one for every one of these ones. Let's give a little heal to ourselves. I'll use my weapon on the next time he jumps in the angle with my shield of vengeance. Gotta dodge his stuff. Never mind. That's such a nice trick to do, like not having the hammer. It kind of messes with my cooldowns though. My defensive cooldowns, because they come exactly at the mark, so I'm in a few seconds. I might have to just live it without one. I'll use it here. Ooh, I gotta move. Now I have my Shield of Vengeance here. A second. Shield of Vengeance. Cooldowns. What the hell pulled that? What pulled that? With what though? That was a free key, damn it. How did we pull it? Damage done to... Okay, this is after it got pulled. Fire breath looks like it. Aw, man. Yeah, because I always stand in that position to do the fight. It gives room for range to do it on the other side. I'll add the Demon Hunter. Normally I'd add the tanks because they're kind of the leaders. Okay, let's go to Bald. Man, that was a freaky. That feels so bad. Okay, let's go to Bald. Well, at least we got some points on the stream. You know, we got 3 points from that Bracken 16 that we did. Hey Ricardo, what's up, man? To be honest, you follow mostly what the sim is going to tell you, but what I can tell you about stats is, well, haste you want to get up to around 35-ish, because that's when the simulation is going to start telling you, okay, get a bit less haste. After that, I would focus on versatility, because it's just a really good stat for us, because of we have a lot of external power. If you're running things like Anvil, or, well, even our Legendary and Seal of Diurna, you're going to have external damage that scales with versatility, so getting a 30 burst is not bad, it's really good. It also gives you survivability. After that, focus on your crit, and at the end, just naturally, you're going to get a lot of mastery. Why I say naturally, because most of the gear that you're gonna want this filial duty ring. It's just really good, and it has a heavy amount of mastery. Also, a lot of our tier set has mastery on it, you know. If you use legs, for example, it has mastery. If you use the chest, it has mastery. And a lot of people are using chest and legs because they want to use, what you call it, double blue silk and linen. And blue silk and linen also gives you 1,000 mastery per one of the embellishments. So yeah, that's what I would say about stats. I personally have like 37% mastery. But I only got mastery after I filled most of my other stats. Like, look at burst, it's like full, like going on DR cap. Mastery is it's also going over the DR cap when I proc my Earthen Writ. I don't go wafting because I already have legs that give me a ton of haste. So more haste is just so much stuff going on DR that I don't really want that. And my crit is almost full as well. And my haste. So don't worry too much about it. It's gonna come naturally because of the gearing choices we have. Let's sell this. I don't need a weapon. Oh man, that last key was good, but apparently the Evoker's fire pulled those mobs. That was damage. That was looking pretty good. We almost had it. We almost had it. Oh, I wouldn't do that combo. Mostly because Ruby and Augury both don't have main stat. You have to pick one of those. If you have to pick from those, I would say keep Augury and get a trinket that gives you some main stat on it instead of the trinket from Ruby Life Pools. Get either a Whispering Incarnate Icon or any other stat stick that has like main stat on it. With that combo, I would actually could go with a Grief Torch. It's also pretty good in combination with Augury. Just double trinkets that do external damage. Or you can even go Anvil. If you have the Bullion for tomorrow, you can maybe go Augury plus Anvil. You're gonna have like killer priority damage with that. Your AoE is going to suffer a bit though. You got some options, but I wouldn't use double trinket that only gives secondary stats. That's my recommendation. Use Anvil. Anvil plus Augury is pretty good combo. It's annoying to use Anvil, but it's a pretty good combo. You are kind of at the mercy of how your tank pulls and your group plays, but well, the pugs play, you know, but if you can manage it, it's pretty good. I have mail. What did I get? I sold something. Nice. This guy's so poor. My Paladin is so rich. My Paladin has like enough gold to buy WoW tokens till the year 2027 or something. This guy's barely like 63k. Yeah, okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna come back at, yeah, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern time. Gonna do some early keys so I can fix my sleep schedule. Hopefully we get an old man legacy of tier. I might do some of my own keys, you know, off stream. I don't want to do a 13 on stream. It's kind of lowish. So I want to do it off stream. Maybe get something that we can actually push. If we get an older man though, like a 16 older man, that's 14 points. That's a lot. If we get the 16 older man, we're going to be at 33.95. And then tomorrow... Actually, yeah. If tomorrow we get older man, no, we're gonna get only 10 points because it's tomorrow is fortified week. So that brings us to 33.91, and then we have to do every other key on fortified, which we are missing Halls of Infusion. 16 halls would give us probably 7 points, and then after that, Neltharion fortified would give us another 4. What else do we need? Ruby Lightblade's fortified also gives us 4 points. So we have some stuff that we still need on 16. But we have to start like progressing to 17s, which are pretty rough. Not gonna lie, that those 17s felt rough. It's a good thing though that we got into a group that actually allowed us to see a 17. Because the most important thing you can do is getting practice in those levels. And it's kind of hard to get to invitations, you know, we're not meta. We're just above under meta, you know, we're A tier and the God Comp is S tier. So getting experience is really important. Anyways, guys, thanks everyone for watching. Tomorrow I'll be back at, like I said, 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the videos, and have a great night.